What's going on, BBK family? BBK family, what's going on? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Let me clean this camera off. Country white boy, close your door. What's going on, BBK family? Tap in, tap in, tap in. I know it's late, but the show must go on. Okay? What's going on, Black Crow? What's going on? Respect, respect. You always showing love to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's tap in. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what's going on. Except this part. Because it's family now. This is one of the first trials of the shirt that we got. So y'all don't mind that right there. But what's going on, family? Tap in. We're going to talk a little bit. And everything. I know we didn't drop an Uncle Pete video this week, but definitely we are going to drop one this week coming up. So y'all stay tuned for that. Of course, you know, that's one thing that we're not going to just up and rush and do, because like I told y'all in the beginning when we first started the Uncle Pete show, it was a long thought out process. So it was not something that was just gonna happen quick. And the way that we're trying to do it is like an actual show. So that's the way that we're gonna present it. So with that, you know, getting the script or whatever you want to call it the right way and what we're actually gonna be doing in the video and stuff like that. We're getting that prepared and everything like that. So trust me, Uncle Pete is coming back, and y'all stay tuned for that. But welcome to the BBK family, live on tonight. Make sure as you guys are coming in, you guys hit that thumbs up button, please, please, and thank you. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you're new, hit that post notification bell onto all. Make sure you drop a comment if you like. Share again and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come join the BBK family, because the only way we going is up. Sky is the limit, you guys. What's going on? Hey, April, what's going on? CJ, I see you, I see you, I see you. Oh yeah, you know, you guys, you know, we ain't going nowhere. We still here. Man, I don't care where you are in the US, outside of the country. It is the summertime and it is hot. But for the people that's in Texas, y'all can vouch with me and say, y'all, it is hot. Hot, hot, hot. And with that being said, you know, you guys, I'm gonna be honest about really 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, y'all. We already 80, 90s. It's hot. So it's very limited things that we can do with the dogs, you know, outside and stuff like that. We don't want them to overheat. We don't want to overheat. Y'all, you know, the heat is nothing to play with. I don't care what's going on. It's the heat is nothing to play with. I was just on the phone with my dad, and he was telling me, you know, he was cutting the yard and it took him 2 hours just to cut the yard, um because of the heat. So y'all, and I experienced it myself a few weeks back. So y'all, the heat is nothing to play with. Please, 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 y'all, stay hydrated, stay cool. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Pedialyte, Gatorade, Powerade, Propel, whatever. Stay hydrated, please, and don't eat anything super heavy if you have to be outside. Eat things that are light. Just eat enough to just put on your stomach to just uh you know do what you got to do till you can get into some cool air to really eat and everything like that. So y'all, please stay safe out here in this heat, because it's nothing to play with. Heat strokes are very real. They are very serious. Um, y'all stay safe. Um, Also, while we're on the topic of the heat, for everybody that has dogs, whether you're a breeder or whether you just have pets and they're outside on a regular basis and you work, meaning you're not going to be at home throughout the course of the day, or you don't have anybody that will be able to be at your home throughout the course of the day, kids or whatever the case may be. Push come to shove, I don't care if you say, "Oh, my dog is not an inside dog," y'all. Especially if you don't have shade, even if you do have shade, the way these temperatures are gonna get, for the rest of the month, you got, especially next week. If you don't have an indoor cage, please, BBK family, go invest into a indoor cage for your pets, because next week for sure is gonna be very very hot. We're gonna be in the triple digits all week, especially for people that's in Texas. We're gonna be in the triple digits next week. Even if you're not in Texas, that's just something to invest in. With the heat, and even towards the wintertime when it gets super, super cold. Bring your pets inside if you can. Invest in those indoor cages for them. I know you probably like, oh, no, 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 but you might have to do a little extra cleaning or whatnot. But at the end of the day, you'll still have your furry friend, your furry part of the family, your kid, however you look at your pet, you'll still have your pet, because you're taking the extra step to keep them safe, to keep them healthy and alive. Um, so please make sure you take care of them. If you do work at home, or you are breeders and you are home 24/7 and your dogs are outside, if you don't have shade, if you do have shade, every I say every 30 minutes to every 45 minutes, wet your dogs. I mean, drench them down like they taking a bath. And that will keep them cool. I don't care what breed it is, from Chihuahua to Great Dane. I don't care. Y'all, please keep your dogs cool. Make sure they have plenty of water, clean water. Um, y'all just take those precautions, because this is very very serious. Like, real talk, this is very very serious. Okay. Yes, it is hot as fish grease. Yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes. um Jay and Luna Lee, we got you, family. We got you. I see that you're new to the channel. You might not be new to the channel, but you're new to dropping a comment that I've recognized. So yes, guaranteed. Whenever you're ready, just give us a call and we can definitely make it happen. And you're already a part of the BBK family, but making that purchase and getting your pet to go to their forever home will just make it all better. Yes, yes, yes. Well, some some people are just like that, Miss April. Um, yeah, of course it does make you feel some type of way because you want to help, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's only so much you can do. Um, but I pray that they have uh either trees or somewhere shaded that that dog can be to stay cool throughout the day. Because I know with a lot of new housing developments and communities and stuff like that, they don't keep a lot of the natural big trees with a lot of shade and everything like that. They cut those down to make room for the housing development. And yeah, of course they do. When you get a new house, they do plant those little trees and stuff in the front yard, and they might put one in the back and stuff like that. But you got to remember, those are not fully mature trees, so they're not to their full potential. And um you have to be there so many years before that tree reaches its full potential. So it's not a lot of shade that comes with that. So I mean, that's just something that they do. But um and I know a lot of people don't like buying older houses because it's an older house. And then especially if it's your first house that you're actually buying and stuff like that, you want a lot of things to already be there and in place versus um getting a house built from the ground up in a community where they've cut down all the natural grown mature trees. So it comes with it. But from the people that do have older houses or whatnot, and they have those big mature trees with the shade and stuff like that, then kudos. But even with that, sometimes even with shade, you guys, sometimes you still have to, excuse me, you still have to be um cautious, because even in the shade, some days it still feels like it's hotter than the actual temperature. Because like today, it was where we're at, it was I think it was 103, but the heat index and it felt like 107. So with that being said, even if you are in shade, it still was hot. And God forbid you didn't have shade and it's just direct sunlight, yeah, you getting the full effect. So you guys, please, please, please be careful, be cautious of not only yourself but your animals. Because this heat is nothing to play with, you guys. Seriously, seriously. Asian Ryan, thank you, thank you, thank you, for the comment. Welcome to the channel. I know you said you've been rocking with us since day one. I believe this is your first comment. Thank you so much. And yes, by all means, whenever you're ready, feel free to give us a call, and we can definitely make it happen for you. Okay, Diva, aka Yellow. Yes, I mean, you know, the little things add up. The little things add up, and so that's a very, very good investment. And that's regardless if you have a kennel or even plan on breeding or anything. Um, say you just have one or two, maybe three dogs, but they're outside. Say you work, and you don't want to keep them in the house while you're gone, 8, 9, 10, 12, whatever, however many, hours. without somebody coming in to, let them outside to go use the restroom, get water, stuff like that. So yes, kudos to you. Those I guess you want to call them sheds or whatnot, or even dog houses, as you said, with the air conditioning, those do make a difference. Trust me, it does make a difference. So yes, that was a very, very good investment on your behalf, and for you to take care and take the next steps to prolonging the life of your four-legged babies. So yes, kudos. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. Um, I've seen on Instagram, online, a lot of advertisements for people that build not only like it looks on one side, it looks like a regular shed with just doors, and then but on the other side you can actually see that it's actual kennels, like it's individual spots for dogs to go in and out of and stuff like that, with the air conditioning unit and stuff like that, kind of like, I hate to say it like this, but I guess this is the only example that I can think of off the top. Kind of like when you go to the zoo. Now, you know that a lot of the animals that they have at the zoo, of course, they're out in the open and stuff when the zoo is in, up and running and stuff like that. But it's also like the way that they make their done. Please be still. Diamond over here making all this noise back here. Y'all can't see it, but y'all see the cages right here. But the way that they have the enclosure is, of course, it looks like their natural habitat on the outside, but it's also like a building behind it. And if you look close, or sometimes you can see it, it's a door right there where, at the end of the day or whatnot, or when it's hot or when it's cold or when, whatever, they are able to let the animals into this enclosure in the inside. So it's kind of the same idea, but it's for dogs. So yeah, it's a lot of places out there that make those customized kennels, or dog houses and stuff like that. So yes, you guys, it's a lot of you know places where you can get those amenities added just for your pets. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, Diva. And you know, that's the same size kennels that we use for our dogs, 10 by 10. Majority of them are 10 by 10. I think like two of them are, I forget the measurements, but they're the smaller version of the 10 by 10s. So, but yeah, that's awesome. You know, some people, like I tell everybody, that calls, uh whether it's a kennel or whether it's someone that just wants a quality Rottweiler. They love Rottweilers, they want a dog, they don't plan on breeding, no, nowhere down the line or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, I always tell people, I don't care what kind of dog you buy, whether it's from BBK or whoever, you have to look at these dogs as an investment, especially if you don't get them fixed. Why? Because you never know what life is going to throw at you. You never know when you're going to need that extra money. You never know when something drastic is going to change in your life to where you have to have extra money that comes outside of your everyday 9 to 5. With that being said, If you have a boy and a girl dog that's not fixed, that still has everything intact, yeah, of course, when you buy these dogs, you don't intend on breeding them. That's not even your philosophy of why you bought this dog. You bought those dogs because you actually like them, you love them, you grew up with them. You might have lost one in your life and you wanted to regain it again. At the end of the day, especially if you have a male and a female, you can always breed those dogs. Especially if you have something of quality and you can back it up and people like it. You can always make money. Don't get me wrong. We're not doing this because of money, because that's the last thing. Yeah, you make money, from it, but that's not the reason why we do what we do over here at BBK. But at the end of the day, you have to look at it as an investment because you pay X amount of dollars for these puppies or a duck dog, or I don't care if you get the puppy at 8 weeks, a year old, 5 years old. I don't care. However old the dog was when you got it. At the end of the day, if it's able to produce, you can always make money, and it's always an investment. So anything that comes, um, that you buy for the dog is an investment. You can make that back in time. Regardless if you're a breeder, you trying to start your kennel, or whether you just buying these pets for your family just because you like what it is. Always keep that in the back of your mind. You can, if you ever fall in that point that you have to absolutely make some extra money and you don't know where it's going to come from, it might take a little time, but that's money. That's an investment. That's just like if you're a car collector and you have all these cars, different type of cars, different years, but they're cars that people love and people want. If you ever fall on bad times and you say, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this, but you look out and you got these dogs, or you got this car, or you got this property or something, that's money. So I always tell people, look at buying when they hear the number of what they cost, and it's like, dang, like nah. I just want it for a pet or whatever. Trust me, you will always make your money back. Okay, this is an investment. This is not just you spending money and poof, it's gone. Okay, so I want you guys to take that and take heed to it and really think about what I'm saying, because we don't want to sell ourselves. We don't have to sell ourselves to you guys, BBK. The quality and what we're doing over here at Big Boss Rockwaller Kennels, it speaks for itself. We let our product speak for itself. Okay, you guys see it. We might not post it every day of what we've produced or what we even might have coming up, but at the end of the day, you guys see it. Everything that we got, that we show you guys on a video, on a picture, on a post, on a short, whatever, if you ever come to our account, you're gonna see that same exact thing. Okay, keep that in mind. So first question, Abel. To be honest, we don't use any supplements to make their muscles big. to make them look a certain way. No, we don't. Now, to be honest, anybody that's ever gotten a dog from us, I'm gonna be real, and I'm not being cocky. I'm just being real, okay? You don't have to use any supplements to make them bigger than what they are, because at the end of the day, that's why we always say, always say, you have to trust the process, because it's not going to happen overnight. You got to remember, Rotties don't stop growing, meaning they don't reach their full potential until they're, shut up, damn, until they're almost 3 years old. So 2.5 going into 3 years old, however your dogs look, whether it's a male or female, by the time they turn 2.5 to 3 years old, that's it. That's what they're gonna look like. Ain't nothing you can do about it. So if their head is not where you want it to be, if their bone is not where you want it to be, it's just not gonna be there. I'm just being real. It's just not gonna be there, because at the end of the day, like I've always said, like we said in plenty of videos, it all boils down to the genetics of the dog. If it's in the genetics of that dog to be a certain way, to have that big block head, nice muzzle, big bone structure, uh working, not no couch potato or whatever, however you want to look at, then that's what it's gonna be. If it's not there, then it's just not there. It's just like, I can use myself. I was an athlete growing up. I got that honestly from my father. He was an athlete. You know, look at somebody else and they try to do what I've done all my life, and they don't succeed, or they don't do the same thing that I've been doing for as long as I was doing it, or what's in my blood, then it's just not there. I mean, it's just not there. It's nothing you can do about it. But to each his own. If that's something that you want to do, then by all means, I'm not saying don't do it, but something coming from us, you don't need that. I'm just being real. You don't need it. Also, I'm gonna clear up something, Abel, about what you said, and I'll read it aloud. It says, "True, I got fed up buying from backyard breeders that focus on quality over quantity. I'm gonna get my money up and give me one from BBK." Okay, so first thing that I'm gonna address in your comment, okay? I would rather have quality over quantity. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second, BBK family. Reason why I said that is because, okay, I'm thinking, my wheels are turning. Okay, to make an example. Okay, I'm gonna use clothes for example. It might not be the best example, but I'm gonna use clothes for example. Okay, say on this hand you got a uh say for instance on this hand you got a Versace sweater that costs, I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out there, y'all. But say on this hand you got a Versace sweater that costs uh 2,500. Okay. But on this hand, you got the same exact to the T sweater, but it claims that it's Versace. Y'all know about that fake stuff. Don't play like y'all don't. But on this hand, you got the Versace lookalike. I mean, to the T, if you look at it, if you don't know, you just don't know. But if you look at the quality of the true Versace sweater, you can tell the difference versus when you look at the Versace lookalike. That's the same thing when it comes to these dogs. True enough, don't get me wrong, you can pay $700 and get top quality. You know, for somebody that does not breed, they had a dog that had puppies and they just selling them. You know, you have people like that. They're not true breeders. They just have two dogs that bred and they just selling their puppies. Okay, cool. Versus you have breeders that actually do this, and you buy a dog for however X amount of dollars, and then you come with BBK and you buy a dog X amount of dollars, and you watch them two puppies grow. So you got a cheaper dog, and then you got a dog that you spend a little bit extra money for, and you watch them grow. Now they're the same age, right? They're the same age, but you watch them grow. Now you watching the dog that you paid less for, and as a puppy, you thought, oh man, this dog is whoopty blam and blase blase blase. Then you have the quality dog that you paid more for, and you say, man, they the same age, but this dog that I paid more for is totally different from the dog that I paid less for, but they the same breed. That's what I'm saying. Over here, BBK, you might pay more, but at the end of the day, you're paying for quality. You're paying for correctness. You're paying for showstoppers. You're paying for a dog that's going to give you longevity, regardless of which route you're trying to take, whether it's taking it to the show ring, AKC shows, regular, you know, hometown shows, family pet, meaning you just like the breed and you want a dog, a nice quality dog to add to become a family member of your family. Whether you want a dog that's just strictly guard dog, this dog is a guard dog, but at the same time, I want a quality guard dog. I don't want no bull crap, you know. I want a dog that if I do decide to breed it or whatever the case may be, I know I'm still gonna have quality behind this dog. Or whether you getting this dog to be your foundation of starting your kennel, starting from scratch, like you have nothing. This is your first one. Or if you're adding to something to replace something. This is what BBK has. We're not just selling a dog to sell a dog. So you have to think about that when you're buying these dogs. You always want quality over quantity, because quantity is the amount. You can have puppies all day, but if the quality in those puppies are not there, then it's just not there. That's just my outlook on it. See, Mr. Abel, like, I'm not knocking nobody. I'm not, before I say this, I'm not knocking nobody. How you make your come up, how you make your money, how you do what you do. I'm not knocking nobody. So please don't come for me in the comments. But Craigslist, everybody know Craigslist. I mean, you just gotta be careful. I don't care if it's I don't care if it's buying a washer and dryer. Craigslist, you just gotta be careful. I'm just saying. Because I done heard plenty of people call us and say, oh, they bought a dog from somebody and they met them uh at the at the supermarket or something like that. Which is fine. Don't get me wrong, because some people just don't like people coming to their house. That's fine. But with that being said, they ain't never seen the parent of the puppy that they getting. Uh, they don't have no back history on nothing, stuff like that. Red flag. Again, don't get me wrong. It's not a problem with meeting someone at a different location because again, a lot of people don't like people coming to the house. I mean, that's just how people are. You guys, you know that. But if somebody can't video call you, send you pictures, you can't see the back history of this person and what they've been doing to see that this dog that you buying really came from this and that and whatever, whoop the blam, red flag. I'm just being real. um I'm not trying to offend nobody, how they do whatever they do. I'm just saying, us over here at BBK, I'm gonna address something right quick. Anybody, and I got Miss Shakia B. And if y'all been following us on Instagram, if y'all saw our story the other day where the dog was the guy had a ball in his hand and he told him to sit and then he jumped on the truck. That's the owner, Miss Shakia B. She has 3 dogs from BBK. You guys, 3, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned with Miss Shakia B and her husband because y'all, she on the rise coming out of Tennessee. Hey, she on the rise, y'all. So stay tuned with her. And y'all keep showing her love. I also put it on our Instagram on the actual page. So if you missed it on the story, then you can also go to our page and see the video as well. She showed us some more. She sent me some more videos and stuff like that as well. I just didn't put them on there. But y'all, everybody that wants to know, are BBK dogs working dogs? Go watch the video. Proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But dang, I got off subject because I seen you, sis. I seen you comment. But yeah, I mean, you want to be cautious of, like I was saying, we get a lot of people that ask, oh, I'm gonna be in the area. Can I come and come check out the dogs and booty blah booty blah. I'm gonna be real, y'all. I'm gonna be real. Ever since the whole pandemic stuff, because that's really when we really start taking off around that time. Um, we allowed someone to come to our home, view the dogs, um, stuff like that, and claim that they were going to bring their deposit when they come and see the dogs. They just wanted to see the dog, just to see them. And so we said, okay, that's fine. The guy came with his fiance, came saw the dog, left, didn't, you know, no, didn't have the deposit when they came. So they said that they were gonna send it so that they did what they had to do. And we said, okay, that's fine. Never responded, never did nothing. Um, and I'm not saying, some people, I don't know, they see stuff on the internet and get all hype, and then I guess they see the person like, nah. That's fine. I mean, I understand. That's fine. But don't just make it seem like you're gonna do this and do that, and you done called me 5 different times begging to come see the dogs and begging to say, well, not begging, but saying that you're gonna do this and do that, and then when you see them, you don't do it. That's wasting my time. I've brought you to my home where I lay my head, and now I have to be cautious because, I mean, you just have to be cautious. I'm just being real. You don't know where people's minds are at, when they come to your house, especially someone that has not spent their money with you, and stuff like that. This is a totally complete stranger. So, I mean, you have to be cautious, you guys, and for some people that's called and said that they want to come down, see the dog, stuff like that. I'm gonna be real, like, again, with all the stuff that's been going on in the world for the, in the past 2 years or whatnot, 3 years or whatnot. um it's just not something that we're going to allow, because not only for our safety but our dog safety, you know because some people just want to be nosy. They just want to see what you got going on and say, oh yeah, I know where BBK stay. I done seen they dogs and woo and then there it go. People are like that. I mean, it's hard to believe for some people, but it is absolutely true. It does happen. So with that being said, we just don't allow people to come see our dogs, just to come visit, just say like a zoo or something. No, we're not. No, I mean, we're just not gonna do it because of not only that incident. We've had other incidents. Somebody did the same thing, and it's just being precautious, for us, for our dog safety, because anybody can come back and, you know bring harm to our dogs, bring harm to us, anything. I mean, I'm just being real, y'all. I mean, it might sound crazy, might sound whatever, but I'm just being real. People do that. You never know where somebody's mind is and what their intentions is when you bring them into your bubble, you know. So unless you've actually already put a deposit down, or you're actually coming to pick up your puppy, we just don't allow um people to come see. Now, later on down the line, maybe so, because we have plans to do this big cookout and bring the BBK family in to our home and stuff like that. That's a different story. But just to say, I want to come see the dog, and you see them on our Instagram, on our YouTube, on Facebook, TikTok, they look the exact same. I mean, I'm just being real. Please don't fault me for what I'm saying, you guys. But I'm just being real. You gotta be cautious out there because, like I said, at the end of the day, you don't know where everybody's head is in this, and you gotta keep yourself safe. If they stealing Frenchies and bullies and any other dog. You don't think they'll do the same thing with Rotties? You just got to be precautious. Oh, that I'm glad I just looked at your comments, sis, and I meant to answer to elaborate on Abel again. So with the whole backyard breeding thing, you guys gotta understand everybody that breeds has a backyard. I mean, so everybody's in the backyard. I mean, if you have a backyard, then and they breed in your backyard, then I guess that makes you a backyard breeder. But at the end of the day, what categorizes you different from just being a true live breeder to somebody that's just breeding animals to make a profit, that's the difference. We're not mass producing. We don't have all these dogs that just breed and we got all these puppies. No, that's not Big Boss Rockwaller Kennels. It's a system that we have. Pacific breeders for Pacific dogs. It's not we not just, oh, I got Debo, I'm finna let him breed to this dog and this dog and this dog. And then I got Mo3 and I'm breeding him to this dog and this dog and this dog. Then I got Beast and I'm breeding him to this dog and this dog and this dog. And then I got Boss and woo, woo, woo. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. We have Pacific breedings for Pacific dogs. Just because a female comes in heat and is ready to breed does not mean we're gonna breed that female. No, it does not. That's not what we do. We're not a puppy farm. We're not a dog farm. If we breed a dog, regardless of who the parents are, that's what we specifically wanted to do at that time. And just because a female is in heat does not mean she's gonna get bred. Because as some of you guys know, and it's from experience, we've had female puppies that have had their first heat cycle at 9 months old. 9 months. Does that mean because she done came in heat and is able to breed and the male is going crazy because he want to get some of that, we gonna breed her? No, that's not what we're doing over here. What people that do that, all that on their mind is money. It's not about the quality, it's not about the consistency, it's not about the health of the dog. It's just, I'm finna breed these dogs, or I can make some money off of this. Nah, that's not what we're doing. So at the end of the day, everybody has a backyard. A lot of people have dogs that breed. That doesn't categorize them as a backyard breeder. Because each and every one of our dogs, they're a part of our family. They're not just in a freaking cage and staying there and don't socialize, don't do this. They got dirty water. They chained up to a chain. You know, no, that's what puppy farm breed puppy. I ain't gonna even call them breeders. That's what people that have mass amount of dogs that just have a bunch of dogs in a cage, not in a cage, don't have a dog house, dirty water. They might eat today, they might not eat tomorrow. No, that's not what we do. Okay. As y'all know, if you've been following us or if you tapped into us mid-stride, I don't care. Especially if you went back and watched our videos, you see. I don't care if you some of the people that done made fun of us and laughed and said, "Oh, you pressure washing dirt." Woo, 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 woo. I don't care, because at the end of the day, whether I'm pressure washing dirt or I'm scrubbing their cage with wood where they at now to keep them healthy, keep their area sanitized, keep me safe, keep my dog safe, that's what I'm gonna do, because I care about my dogs. I don't just give them slop. Y'all see how we feed our dogs. We spend money on our dogs. So yes, we're not backyard breeders. We have a backyard. Our dogs are in the backyard. But at the end of the day, what separates us from people that just breed a dog to breed a dog, it's the passion. It's the just emotion. It's like having your kid, having a child, having children. They got 4 legs. You got to take care of them. You got to keep them healthy. They get sick, they can't tell you what's wrong with them. You just got to know and make sure that they're good. We take time with our dogs every month. They get, whether it's a booster shot, whether it's a rabies shot, whether it's dewormed, they get it. And every single dog, I'm gonna say this again too, because this is another question that we always get. Every single dog that we have outside of Diamond, every single dog that we have outside of Diamond is AKC registered. They have paperwork on them, including the imports that we have. They have their import paperwork and they have their AKC paperwork. Diamond is registered and has her paperwork, but as y'all know, Diamond is a Borbal. She's a South African Mastiff. So she can be AKC registered, but the people that we got her from, they don't use AKC. They use SABS, which is specifically for Diamond's breed. So yes, every single dog that we have at Big Boss Rottweiler Kennels is registered. So please stop asking when you call to inquire about puppies. Are our dogs registered? Yes, they are. When a female has puppies, the litter as a whole is registered. When you get a puppy from us, you will get individual registration paperwork for your dog to register them through AKC. Okay? I know I sound a little aggressive with that, but I'm tired of people calling and asking, is my dog AKC registered? Do I have papers? Yes. We don't just have dogs and breeding them. This is a business, BBK family, okay? It's a business, and we're doing it the business way. I know a lot of y'all done tapped out because I might have got a little aggressive, but I'm just being real. I'm tired of people asking the same crazy questions. I'm not going to say dumb. I'm going to say crazy, off the wall questions. But yes, okay? Yes, Kid, you right. You guys, especially for people that's been watching us for a while, you claim or whatnot. Even for new subscribers and family BBK family members. The reason why we do, for instance, lives, the reason why we do our videos and show our faces, the reason why we have our social medias and stuff like that, we want you guys to to feel comfortable when you call, whether you putting your deposit down or you just inquiring about prices in the procedure, in the procedure to get a BBK Rockwaller from us. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel like you already know us before you actually meet us, because the same people that you see on the videos that you call and talk to is the same person that you're gonna see in person. Okay. We want you to feel comfortable because it might be street mentality, street knowledge or whatnot, whatever, but scared money don't make no money. If you scared to spend it, then you're not gonna make no money. So you can't be scared. If it's something in your gut telling you not to do it, then I mean just be real. I don't care if it's from us. If you're scared to do it, just don't do it. Until you feel comfortable, just don't do it. I don't care who it is. Whether you buying a car, buying a house, buying a t-shirt. I don't care. If something is telling you don't do it, then just don't do it. It's nothing I can do to persuade you other than you keep watching our videos, seeing the people that's gotten our puppies, seeing the people a year ago, 2 years ago that's gotten puppies from us, seeing their reaction, seeing the testimony, seeing the growth of their puppy that they've got from us. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, some people are just like that, and I understand that. They're just timid on, what they spend their money on, how they spend their money, and I get it. But you can't be scared, especially if it's something that especially if you're trying to start your own kennel. You cannot be scared. You got to go off your gut instincts. But again, if your gut is telling you not to do it, don't do it. But if your gut and the way that you feel with the vibe that you get from watching our videos and feeling like you've known us for forever and stuff like that, do it. Do it. Tell big bro I said what's going on, bro. Sis. I'm a little lost, KGTV. Exactly, CJ. Yeah, I mean, you gotta, like we always say, you gotta do your research. You gotta do your research. Again, I'm, I'm a, say something about that. A lot of people feel some type of way, and a lot of people might have left and don't support us as much as they do because we don't show the pedigrees of our dogs. I mean, that's just something that we don't do. Um, at the end of the day, some people find it crazy uh saying, "Oh, I gotta buy a dog to see the pedigree and stuff like that." Yeah. I mean, that's just something that we don't do. Um, we're not gonna lie about what we have. Because again, at the end of the day, like I just said, we have paperwork on every single dog that I have. So you'll be able to see who this dog is, where it came from, and so on and so forth. You'll be able to see that. But to just willy-nilly say, this is the paperwork of Debo. This is blah, 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 blah. No. We don't. It's just something that we don't do. I'm sorry. I mean, if you don't like it, fine. I get it. That's cool. But It's something that we just don't do. Now again, if you put down your deposit and then you say, okay, well, can I see the paperwork? Can I see the pedigree of this dog and this dog? Yeah, that's fine. I'll let you see it. I'm not gonna send no picture, but I'll let you see it. And reason being because you guys, some people out there, again, it goes back to that Craigslist stuff. People can you can send a say for instance, I'll send a picture to somebody of one of my dog's pedigrees, right? I don't know this person. I've talked to him on the phone, might have had a couple text messages, here and there, but I don't know this person. Never seen them in my life. They have a dog. They have puppies. Don't you know they can take my paperwork that I've sent to them from one of my dogs and put it as their own. So when they sell the puppies that they have from whatever dog and say, oh, this is where it came from, this is what you got. Think about that for a second. I'm finna go use the restroom, you guys. I have to go pee. I want y'all to think about that, okay? If it makes sense, drop a BBK down in the comments. Drop a BBK down in the comment section if that makes sense. Think about that, okay? All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to go use the restroom. I'm sorry. So, did y'all think about it? Makes sense, right? It makes sense, right? Some people don't understand it. I understand, like, in different countries or whether you in the states where I'm at. That's cool and dandy. That's your prerogative. That's what you do. But that's not something that we do. And it's not to hide anything because at the end of the day, like I said, for the most part, anybody that's got a dog from us, because even though I send the individual registration paperwork to everybody that's getting a dog from me, especially if they come down, um, I show them an example of the parent. I call them birth certificate because that's basically what it is. It's called pedigree, but it's the birth certificate, social security number, whatever, however you want to look at it, of that dog. And I show them, this and that and all that stuff like that. So it's like you don't want to just show that to anybody. You're not gonna just willingly show your social security card to anybody, are you? No. So it's the same thing with them. I mean, you gotta look. I mean, I might be crazy how I look at it. I might be right. Some people might agree with me, some people might not, and that's fine. But it's just something that we just don't do. And I mean, we just don't do it. Skinny be you a what? when the cookout. Yes, exactly. See, sometimes you gotta step out on faith. You just gotta say a prayer and say, "Hey, Lord, if it's for me, it's for me." Period. Jay and Luna Lee, what's going on? What's going on? Jose Torres, what's going on? I appreciate that, Black Crow. I appreciate that. I mean, because like I said, I don't want to be sounding crazy, but I'm just being realistic on what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yes, exactly, Miss Cheryl. Exactly. Scammers will do that. And y'all, please, the holiday season is fastly approaching. Y'all be precautious. Stay off Craigslist trying to buy a freaking dog. I don't give a crap if it's a freaking chihuahua. Excuse my language. But I know I didn't curse, but like you gotta be precautious because people are out here just scamming. Like they'll say you anything just to make a quick buck. So please be precautious on anything that you buy. Stay off Craigslist. I mean, don't get me wrong, you might find some legitimacy on Craigslist, but I just don't trust Craigslist. No. I just don't trust Craigslist. I mean, you can, if y'all feel my drift, you can sell pretty much anything on Craigslist. So, yeah. But I just don't trust it. But like I said, at the end of the day, y'all, y'all do your research on before you make any purchase. Make sure you feel comfortable, make sure your family feels comfortable. um Talk to your wife, talk to your spouse, talk to your husband, talk to your granny, papa, auntie, uncle, kids. Y'all talk, talk to anybody that's um gonna be in on getting a puppy, whether it's from us or from anybody else. Cat, ferret, weasel, bird, snake, spider, I don't care. Do your research and just make sure that everybody is on the same page, on one accord with each other. um just make sure you feel comfortable, because I feel like if you're going to be spending any amount of money for something, um, as a pet, then you want to make sure that you're getting top notch, period. Again, I don't care if it's a bird, snake, spider, ferret, weasel, hamster, dog, cat. I don't care. Just make sure that you're getting uh top quality in what you're spending your money on, period. Okay. Appreciate that, sis. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking at Country Wiper trying to figure out what in the heck is he doing. Oh, he's charging his controller. I'm sorry. He's finna go count sheep until he falls asleep. uh, exactly, Jay and Luna Lee. Exactly, exactly. Um, yeah, I mean, on the restaurant aspect, of course, most restaurants. Yeah, of course they hang that ABCDF in the window. Um, for you to see to let you know that I got a good rating, stuff like that. That's fine. But I know I don't have to explain, but I'm just saying, y'all, because y'all don't understand. We get calls 24/7. You know, whether it's somebody playing or whether you're serious. And sometimes we get a lot of BS calls, and it's just like, really, like you done spent 30 minutes on the phone with me, not really talking about nothing. So it is what it is. But um, you just get, excuse me, you just get that sometime. Some people, boy, I got the hiccups. Some people are just, want to play on your phone. And we got grown people out here doing it. Yeah, I know it's the summertime, and the kids been doing it since we've been selling puppies and been on YouTube. Summertime, yeah, we get a lot of kids calling, oh, I want to get a puppy and blah 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 blah. But when it start being the adults doing it, it's like, come on, dude, like grow up. Don't waste my time. So yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Miss Cheryl, I mean, I'm sure, y'all. I know, like, for a lot of y'all that been watching us since the very beginning, like I told y'all before, like I'm the type of person. I don't like to talk in front of crowds, like standing in front of people and talking. Like I get really, really shy. I'm shy, but I'm a people person at the same time. If that makes sense, I know it sounds retarded, but um, with being on YouTube and doing these lives, it's really helped me to talk. Um, because it was a struggle for me. It still is to a certain extent, but it's help. But when I'm talking on the phone, you can't see me, so I can talk all day. I'm still the same person that's gonna answer the phone, but um, it's just a little bit easier. So sometimes, especially for elderly people that might not elderly, but I don't know. I would just look. I'm gonna clarify. You older than me. I'm 5 years from 40. I'm gonna just put that out there. I'm 5 years from 40. And if you 40, you my elder. Cause why you older than me? I'm just gonna put that out there. But I was raised to always respect my elders. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. Um, that's just how I was raised. I have older parents. Um, so that's just how I was raised. So sometimes when older people call to inquire and they get to talking and stuff like that, I just, talk or whatnot. Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, all right, now, I gotta finish doing what I'm doing, but sometimes it is what it is. I don't have no hard feelings, but yeah, yeah, 30 minutes, an hour and a half. It just really, really depends. But yeah. Oh, thank you, Kia. Thank you, thank you. But you guys, take off. But anyway, you guys, I love you guys. Thank you for joining in tonight. Um, it's actually 12:04 a.m. in Dallas, Texas right now. I know a lot of y'all are not in Texas and might have different time zones and stuff like that. But I appreciate you guys for joining in on this live tonight. I really appreciate all the feedback, all the love, and all the different comments that you guys have given. Um, uh, okay, Jay and Luna. Okay, Illinois at the same time. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Um, Baltimore, Miss Cheryl, Baltimore. I love it. I've always wanted to come there. I don't know why. I just always wanted to come there. I think it was because of the movie Love with Common and God dang it. What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Mister from The Color Purple. I can't think of his name right now. I don't know why. And I know who he is, but I can't think of his name. But anyway, but I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you give Big Boss Rockwaller Kennels over here. Thank you for all the love and support that you show Country White Boy. Just we appreciate it. We appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn your post notification bell on the all. Make sure you hit a thumbs up button on this video, every video that you might like. If you don't like it, then okay, to each his own. I know you might not like every video, but don't do a thumbs down. Just don't do nothing. But if you just want to keep the support and keep the love and everything, just hit the thumbs up button, even if you don't like the video. You guys, we allow creative criticism. We know everybody is not going to agree on everything that we do. That's fine. We know that. But at the end of the day, you guys support Big Boss Rockwater Kennels. We love y'all. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our social medias. Instagram at Big Rockwaller Kennels. No spaces, no nothing. It don't have to be up lowercase. Just type in Big Boss Rockwaller Kennel. Remember, it's big with two G's. Big with two G's, you guys. TikTok at big underscore boss underscore Rockwallers. Rockwaller with an S. For TikTok. And you can also follow my husband AD Brown on Facebook at AD Brown on Facebook. Okay, so you guys make sure you keep sharing. Share. I don't know when we're gonna start doing the money giveaway for the shares and stuff like that. I don't know when, but y'all just keep sharing the love, supporting us, what we're doing over here. And just thank you. Um Jay and Luna, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna answer these last little comments that's coming in. Jay and Luna Lee, I've actually wanted, that's one place that I want to visit. I want to visit Chicago. I've been to ATL, but I was a very little girl. This was back in 90. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but was the Olympics in Atlanta in 95 or 96? I think it was 96. But either way, I went there then, but I was little. So I remember I went to Lookout Mountain and a couple more other places in the Underground Mall, and but I was a kid. I've never been again as an adult. I've always wanted to go back. I'll probably go back soon. But yeah. But Illinois is somewhere where I always wanted to visit just because it's shot time. So I want to visit there. But yeah. Good night, Black Crow. W2 sis. Good night, Miss Cheryl. Thank you. I will pet down. She finally done went to sleep, so I bet her in the morning. Okay. I thought it was 96. And you know what's crazy? My my sister's dad was actually videotaping because we have different dads. Um and he was video camming the whole little Atlanta trip because this was my first time going. And I remember when we drove, it was nighttime, but we drove and it was like a waterfall thing, and it was the countdown. It had the countdown to the Olympics and stuff like that. And all this stuff. Before I get off, I'm gonna just say this. I swear I'm finna get off, y'all. The reason why I remember that so much because remember in the live I said that my dad was an athlete. So my dad was he played football, big football star, and he ran track. And I inherited that. I ran track. So I've been running track since first grade. I was running track since first grade. And my all-time dream, well, one of my all-time dreams was to go to the Olympics and run track. So at that time, when we went and I saw that, I was just like, that's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna do that. And so that's why I always remember that in the back of my mind. So that's a little back history of me. But yeah, I love y'all over here, Big Boss Rock Water Kennels. And I'm gonna end that on this note. And I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for joining. Good night.